Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today we will discuss about conjugate acids and conjugate bases. We know that every acid produce conjugate base and every base produce conjugate acid. Or here it is nitric acid and water. When they will react, they will form hydronium ion and nitrate ion. So acid will convert into, after donating hydrogen to the base, will convert into conjugate base, and base will convert to conjugate acid by accepting hydrogen from the acid. So sulfuric acid, similarly with sulfuric acid, it will also convert into hydronium ion, which is the conjugate acid, and the sulfate ion, which is a hydrogen sulfate ion, which is the conjugate base. Similarly with hydrogen cyanide, and hydrogen cyanide will convert into conjugate base, and water will convert to conjugate acid by accepting hydrogen. And similarly with ammonia, in this reaction water will act as acid and ammonia will act as a base, and because water is amphoteric, it acts as acid and base both. So water will convert into conjugate base by giving proton, hydrogen proton, and carbonate ions will convert into hydrogen carbonate by accepting hydrogen from the water, and it will form conjugate acid. Similarly with HCl, HCO3, they again will react hydrogen. Hydrochloric acid will donate its proton to hydrogen carbonate, and hydrogen carbonate will convert into conjugate acid or H2Cl carbonic acid, and chloride ion will form conjugate base. Similarly, problem number 1, what are the conjugate bases of each of the following? Hydrogen sulfide and hydronium, these are all the acids, and when they will donate one hydrogen, they will convert into conjugate bases. For example, here is the solution of question 1 and 2, problem 1 and 2. Hydrogen sulfide, after donating proton, it will convert to H2 negative and it will form conjugate base. Similarly, hydronium ion, after donating one electron, after donating one proton, hydrogen, after donating one hydrogen, one proton, it will convert into water again, and phosphoric acid will convert into metaphosphoric acid, and hydrogen sulfate ion will convert to sulfate ions. For hydrogen fluoride, after losing one hydrogen and one proton in the form of hydrogen, will convert into conjugate base, and all acids will convert into conjugate base, and all bases will convert into conjugate acids. It is the reverse. Acetic acid will convert into conjugate base by losing one hydrogen, and similarly in aluminium hexaaqua, one hydrogen will be removed from the one water molecule, and there will be left 5 water molecule and one OH inside the brackets. So, and it will touch, and by losing one hydrogen, it will gain +2 charge, and in this form, in the first form, in the acidic form, it has +3 charge, but in the form of conjugate base, aluminium pentaaqua hydroxide will have conjugate base and +2 charge. Next, there are the bases which will produce conjugate acid by accepting one proton, and hydroxide ion accept one proton and convert into conjugate acid, which is the water. Similarly, hydrogen carbonate will convert into conjugate acid by accepting one hydrogen, and it will change into H2CO3. Similarly, hydrogen phosphate will convert into phosphoric acid by accepting one hydrogen again. Similarly, methyl nitride will convert into CH3 and H3 by accepting one hydrogen, and it is accepting 2 hydrogen because N2, and with N there is 3 hydrogen, and we know that nitrogen and nitrogen in the form of N2 have triple covalent bond, and the nitrogen, these triple covalent bond will form one nitrogen will be removed, and hydrogen will be attached with nitrogen. 3 hydrogen will be attached with the nitrogen, and it will convert into CH3 and H3 positive, NH3 positive. Similarly, carbonate ions, after accepting one hydrogen, will convert into hydrogen carbonate ions, and acetic acid, after accepting one hydrogen more, will convert into CH3COOH2 positive conjugate acid, which is also unstable. Bronze acids as well as acids are water, carbonic acid, and hydrogen sulfide. These are the compounds. Hydrogen carbonate and water and hydrogen sulfides are acids as well as act as bases. Okay, next we will discuss about Leib's concept of acid and bases in our next lecture. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Have a good day.